Liquid versus Talon, best of 3 lower bracket finals for the RIYADH Masters. A rematch of a very epic series.
Oh yeah.
And Insania trying to go for a steal.
There's a disruption, of course.
Yeah.
Lots of TPs.
Couple TPs, so Insania is spotted, won't bother trying to get that Wisdom Rune. He's gonna get surrounded. Echo Stomp coming, but canceled by 23Savage. So making the rotation over.
First blood.
7 minutes, first blood. I actually forgot that you could kill people in Dota until now. And smoke from Insania on the backside. Q will end up popping and get some vision now. It is nighttime as a lot of damage being applied to Mickey, a lot of mana drain as well, but Nisha coming in with the Rolling Thunder, Echo Stomp, and now the save from Q. And Jabs will be able to blink away. They will be able to kill the Tombstone,
Stapler.
and Q will go down to the briefcase, man, and Talon get nothing out of it.
It's honestly good. Ooh, 23.
I may have spoken too early. 23Savage getting control. Boxy's gonna die. Focus fire onto Nisha as Ollie making his transition over as well. Swatch to the other side, but they find the vision, and Makoto's focus fire continuing on. 23Savage pretty low, but he gets off the Wukong's command, and Nisha does drop with the help of the power shot. Now Insania looks to be next. Mana Void doing exactly 0 damage, it looked like, as the double kill comes out for Makoto. Well, maybe not even that, because Axis at least is an initiator. You don't really have an aura builder, you don't have an initiator. Like, is that... We're going to see a Roar come out onto the other side of the map.
Good kill.
Looks like Q will take a tumble. Smoke from Liquid, trying to find somebody. Just one pickoff might even be enough, as Ollie getting slowed by Brian the Boar. Echo Stomp is there, and down he goes to the Black Dragon.
Looks like that will be Roche.
Roche #1 going the way of Liquid. Aegis on Tanisha.
It's more new, like, to really try and catch Talon around the map, because they're still incredibly happy. We've talked about their scaling, and it's not really ending. Ollie.
Yep, he's spotted and killed very quickly.
BKB is completed on 23, as even Jabs might be. So he's currently queuing up a BKB, so it looks like that all Talon want to do is itemize to win this one fight. And honestly, if you manage to win this one decisively, it puts you in a really good position.
Yep, they place down the Tombstone to slow this down as well. As you can see, Jabs was pushing the top lane, gets his BKB, so I think that is probably go time for Talon. They're going to lose their tier 3 tower. Their Rax is exposed. Tombstone eventually falls. And there's the jump in for 23Savage. Gets a Roar off, though, onto him. Looking for the Wukong's command. Finally will come out as Nisha going to the backline with the Rolling Thunder, but the disruption will save him. 23Savage getting fingered, but he's going to be able to walk away as Boxy goes down to the focus fire. Jabs really deep. Gets off his BKB and will not die as a result.
Like, they were all inning this defense.
Gleipnir finding Zai. Shackle shot is there,
his
but
BKB's flying out.
He gets Demonic Purge as well as Makoto getting beat down by Gilbert the Golem. And here comes the Rolling Thunder from Nisha. Not finding any connections yet. As 23Savage ready to go on the trees. Looks like they will find the Undying. So Ollie will take a fall. 3K lead for Liquid. Closest to that was that high ground defense that we just witnessed. Is Mickey.
See Mickey.
He's actually alone, but does have teammates in the jungle. Oh, focus fires there. Mickey gets off the Stone Gaze. There's the Shackle to connect. But now the teammates are able to come by as Jabs getting off his BKB, but the Roar from Zai is going to be used onto Makoto as Boxy getting pursued by Jabs. That's going to be the first here to likely die. He does drop. Wukong's command on the backside. Going to get canceled. Going to use it now finally. Rolling Thunder from Nisha. Not going to be able to connect too much. Gets out the roll up. Trying to kill off Jabs here as 23Savage doing a ton of damage. They kill off Mickey. They kill off Zai. And that's going to be a buyback onto the Lion as Jabs trying to get more out of it, but this is an AM. They need the Monkey King. They will be able to get Insania as well. So a big fight for Talon.
That's 4 kills and a buyback, as they will eventually, or...
Spoke too soon, perhaps.
23.
No. Decay is there.
Looking for another one.
Strike, finding Boxy as well. This is going to be a dieback for him. And just like that, Talon winning this fight handily. They didn't lose anybody. Q on the other side. The Swash not gonna hit anything, and now into the pit Liquid goes. They have the vision advantage with Astral Spirit, with Hawks, with everything. And we hear the Rolling Thunder going out there, trying to take out this AM so that Medusa can actually do something. Nice disruption for the save, and Jabs gets off his BKB. Now trying to kill off Box, but it has to blink away. Gleipnir onto several heroes. They're going to lose their Shadow Demon to start. Trying to get off the Wukong's command is 23Savage, but he gets hexed. He gets stunned.
So much damage.
Doesn't have the damage. He pops his BKB and dies right after again. And now Makoto trying to do as much as he can to Nisha, but he's going to have to run away because they are completely outnumbered. And Jabs, oh, they find him trying to TP out, and he gets destroyed.
Slightly out of range. It's actually on the money.
Right, man.
Nope.
Oh, okay. You're just in the
hitbox of Harry's too big.
Hitbox, the hawk. That's his name. The shackle onto the Black Dragon, which is doing a lot of the damage here to this tier 3 tower. Pop the Lincolns as Mickey still feeling very safe at the Aegis. They take the tier 3 and now focusing on the barracks. 23 Savage and company definitely want to try to contest this. Disrupt on the Mickey. Jabs is already there. Super far back. He gets roared in the BKB form. 23 Savage trying to get off Wukong's command, but he's going to get destroyed again. That's 3 to make it 4. As Talon may have just lost game 1 just like that. This is going to be a second set. Or they're going to get 2 sets at the very least. Probably Megas, if not just go for Throne.
I think this is a triple set into poke tier 4. So what can Jabs do alone here? He's got no BKB. Even they're just leaving the creeps to finish up the racks. You've got a buyback on your SD, but that's about it.
That's not going to be enough. As the Illusions will take out the second. And it feels like it's just several team fights that 23 Savage just not being able to get off his Wukong's command. And even if he does, he's super low HP and they can just burst him down.
I mean, Liquid are pressuring you into these fights, but if you're Talon, you probably would rather try to smoke around and take this fight instead of just fighting from the front, blinking in with your anti-mage. But now, that may have been your last fight of the game. I mean, they are holding for 23.
Yep, they're trying. 10 more seconds. AC online.
AC
for
Daedalus.
Zai. And yeah, Daedalus for Mickey. This is going to be even harder. Aegis has 2.5 minutes. So much time for this second life.
They can just keep going. Talon here, ooh, good Hex.
Yeah, Disruption is there. Nisha, get us off the Rolling Thunder. 23 Savage is going to get stunned eventually. He's there. The Echo Stomp going to connect. They're going to be able to take out Makoto immediately. No way to get back into the game. Stone Gaze doesn't matter. GG's called. And Liquid, in very sudden fashion, just win this game, number 1.
This is what I love about Pro Dota and Tier 1 teams. You pick this Medusa early, it gets countered. Instead of shelving it somewhere else, you pick heroes that will enable it to still win the game.
Thank you very much. Game number 2 underway between Liquid and Talon. And we have some juicy picks to talk about. My goodness. The case for the rest of the games that we've seen in this tournament. So kind of an aberration of sorts. This time, I think we're going to see a lot of action. As let's talk about the bounty rune situation as per norm. Jabs gets stunned, gets off the overwhelming odds, trying to take out Insania, but he's the one surrounded, and he's the one that will be eventually brought down. Pops a Fairy Fire, but the first blood will still go to Insania in the end. All right, just, you know, it's all good. It's all good. Khezu, vacuum into the Impale. Ollie Hex and brought down by Zai. So, good start for Liquid early on. As 23 Savage will be playing the Faceless Void this time.
Because overall, they have a lot of jump on Talon later if they get there. Like if the game is even as boxy with a TP here to go against Makoto.
Yeah, we'll get the Impale. Rune is secure from Makoto. Wow. Will it cost him his life though? Insania. One impetus does not miss. Down goes Makoto. That is a huge kill for Liquid. And for Nisha in that mid lane is cute. Getting slowed down. Multi-shot is there from Mickey to finish him off. And now Jabs. Careful. He's surrounded by 2 heroes from Liquid along with a Centaur that cannot be underestimated. Jabs attempting to TP out. Do they have the damage? Oh, very close call. Will get out. That would have been atrocious. Actually goes to the tier 1.
Like it's a Faceless Void IO. Not the most pressure. Insania at bottom.
Does take quite a bit of damage. Jabs not in the area to be able to get off the overwhelming odds. But boxing there with a beautiful Impale onto 2. Q is dead, and Jabs likely will be next. Oh, he's going to get linked up by Ollie, though, making his transition over through that gate, but it's still too much damage as Mickey will secure another kill, and now the Impale onto Ollie. Things are just falling apart early game here for Talon, and another kill will go the way of Liquid. Double kill for Mickey. My goodness, I was not expecting a start this good for the Liquid side. Makoto is level 6 now. We can see Boxy.
Good D1
relatively
by
close by to try to get off an Impale or Hex.
They can just take this tower without any commit.
Yeah. Just a bear and a tomato working together to damage this tower. Even Zai makes his way over, so Maybe trying to force a lot of mana usage on this Storm to get away, and Zai coming in from the backstab situation. Makoto zips to the other side. Ollie's going to connect as well. 23 Savage with an early chrono onto 3. Do they have the damage to take out Zai? There's a back wall to follow, though. They do lose their Darkseer, and Talon able to disengage. So Liquid losing a valuable member. They will likely get the tier 1 anyway, but not exactly the way that they drew that up.
Good rotation from 23 and Talon there. You were going to lose this tower. He will not be dying to these 3 heroes, I think, unless 23 maybe reinforces very early on.
Yeah. Bear right now has phase boots, Mask of Madness, as Insania gets caught by the Storm, but the instant Hex from Boxy's there into the Impale. Can they get the root? No. Makoto zips away, and now they relocate.
It looks like Ollie will have to pay the price.
Well, he does have a link in jabs, but Boxy is there to counteract it. Impale, and the death for the IO. Now a tier 1 tower for the eventual Hurricane Pike, which we've talked about this before, but Chronosphere from 23 Savage. There's the Mystic Flare. First of the game, I do believe, relocate a bit late. 23 Savage getting forced out again.
This is a bit annoying. Only 3 levels in the Time Walk, as Nisha will continue to chase perhaps a little bit here. Forced to pop the Mask of Madness.
Boxy's going to be spotted by Makoto, who doesn't have a whole lot of mana to work with, but will be enough with that Mystic Flare from Q. So able to find a couple kills now onto Boxy, who's been a thorn in their side from the beginning of this game. Yeah, 1 gust onto Mickey could spell doom, but Ollie's there to link him up. Multi-shot.
Gotta get
do a decent amount of damage. There's a relocate coming out. So Makoto will be safe, and this gank not successful from Talon's side. And there's the blink. That is what we've been waiting for jabs. And I feel like they have to get good value out of this item.
Yep, we've got the Blink Blade Mail, of course with the Mystic Flare follow-up, but they still need to be careful about how you jump in. Like, let's say you jump in a bit too much, there comes the Pipe Aura, some Vacuum Wall, and you just get clapped down by this Deso Bear. Still not the easiest task. They are smoking up though.
Yep, Talon are on the way. I don't think they're going to make it, though. This Bear. That Mask of Madness. Maybe they will.
I think they'll make it. And they are quite low on some of these heroes.
Yep, he goes into the pit as well. It's going to speed it up. 23 Savage had his Chronosphere. This is a really important fight. Insania gets spotted first, though, but there's the gust on the 23 Savage with the wall as well. 23 Savage gets vacuumed in and dies. And just like that, Talon will have to concede the Roche. Now, jabs linked up by Ollie. Remember back in the day when this was the worst Aegis carrier in the game, the Lone Druid. The Bear would die with you. No longer, though. It's a separate entity as Insania is spotted out. Gets off his heel.
I think they need Q for this, right?
Well, there's a TP coming in the form of Boxy. Mickey's here as well. Gust onto just the Storm.
They'll have to look for the reload.
The Impale. Ollie does have his ult available. Uses it a little too late, though, so Makoto just drops casually.
It's going to be a follow kill, and in the meantime, look at the big bad Bear.
Yeah, he already took the tier 2. And now we'll be able to poke at the high ground if they want, or go for the eventual Tormentor in 2 minutes that will continue to mention for no reason. Impale, Gust, another kill the way of Liquid. They are stomping in game number 2 for jabs to get a kill with the duel. I mean, have we seen a duel this game? Literally, has he cast the spell once?
He has not.
And now the tier 3 is starting to get pounded on by Liquid, already at half HP. My goodness, they push so fast. You can see the pings coming out on Mickey. That's who they want to try to kill, but the Bear is the real problem. There's the big Chronosphere from 23 Savage with the Mystic Flare, but it's not going to be enough damage. Crimson Guard comes out now, big back wall onto basically everybody from Talon. The Gust to follow. There's the duel onto Mickey. Does he have enough damage? Yes, with the right click from Makoto, who's now completely out of mana, trying to walk it off, but now the Bears, well, it's going to actually completely ignore them. That's what you're supposed to do in the wilderness as well. Ignore the Bear, let it hit the buildings instead. In real life, that's usually trash cans. This time around, it's the melee racks, though, much more important. And just like that, Liquid going to get a full set.
I mean, Talon have no more tempo now in their spells. You have to expend all of your spells to...
Most important objective on the map. Who's going to get the shard? It's worthless. Jesus, of all the shards. God!
He can get a second creep to end the game. It's not actually that bad.
I'm just kidding. It's actually okay.
Okay, it's just fake.
It's just not. It's just fake. That's my job. Fake hype. Boxy. Nice Impale into the Gust. Ollie with his ult, though, will be able to get him out. Not in time. It gets canceled. Ollie is dead as well. Oh boy.
In come the little friends. Shard on Nisha now as well.
He gets, oh, there's the phylactery. Will that save his life? Nope. Absolutely not. He's dead. 15k lead for Liquid, looking for mega creeps. They don't have their Aegis any longer, but considering the amount of damage that they've taken in these fights, I don't think they care. This Lone Druid is untouchable.
Lone Druid is missing. I think they want to try to burst him out.
23 Savage looking for a Sidewinder play with the Chrono, but again, their damage has been lacking. There's initiation from Jabs, the zip in from a good on the backline. He's going to get controlled. Do they have the damage? No, the more damage onto the Legion than anything. He's dead, buys back instantly, but the Gust onto 23 Savage, he's done as well. No buyback for him, and now the bash onto Makoto. The press the attack is too late. And that is another death for the mid laner of Talon as their hopes and dreams are crumbling in this game number 2. As Liquid look to be taking mega creeps with ease. It's 20-4 for God's sake.
They have too much. You've got all the auras, Drow Ranger, Solar Crest. Nisha's just going to town on these buildings.
Tier 4's only thing remaining for Talon, along with these other worthless buildings. As GGs come out, Talon eliminated, and Liquid will get a rematch against Team Spirit, but this time it'll be in a best-of-5 grand finals.
Wow, Liquid really showing up today. They just want this rematch against Spirit, as this game there was no chance for Talon at all.
Credit to Fear for picking Lone Druid for Liquid.
Well played, Fear.
That Lone Druid, my goodness. What a pick.